then, Robbie?
Let's go 47 metres down.
Oh, do we have to? Okay, go.
We do. And just so
Deep breath.
47 metres down is 150 feet, give or take. It is also a new horror film or suspense claustrophobic thriller film by a very prolific British horror director called Johannes Roberts, who's made films The Other Side of the Door recently. Storage 24 was him. And also F, which was part of that hoodie horror movement a few years ago with Eden Lake. And even Philip Ridley's Heartless sort of kind of fell into that genre as well. But anyway, this is a claustrophobic thriller where you have two sisters played by Mandy Moore and Claire Holt, who go on a girly holiday to Mexico together. Claire Holt plays the fun one, which might as well be her name, and Mandy Moore plays the boring one. And we know that she's the boring one because at the very start of the film, we learn that she is split up with her boyfriend, or rather her boyfriend...
She's sad. She's not boring.
No, but her boyfriend is split up with her because she is... Boring.
Oh God!
So,
did he actually say that to her? That is harsh.
Yeah, I mean, it comes through on a text message. I mean,
what?
That's the diagnosis. You know, she's a boring person.
Oh man!
So the fun one wants to cheer the boring one up on this trip. So they decide to take a chance and go cage diving with sharks with a very sketchy operation.
I mean, why would you?
It's run by a captain called Matthew Modine, who has the world's rustiest boat, and he takes them out with a couple of local hunks into the middle of the sea, scatters some dead things in the water.
Yeah.
The girls
bait, I think,
suit up. Bait. Yeah. No, chum.
Okay.
I think it's called. I'm not being passive aggressive friendly here. Chum. The stuff's actually called chum. So they pour that over the side. The girls suit up. They get into the cage. Under it goes, and Matthew Modine says to them, "Trust me, once you're down there, you're not going to want to come up." Now, guess what happens? Anyway, here's a clip of them having fun before disaster strikes.
Oh, Kate, you can see for miles. Kate, look at the fish. Do you see all the fish?
It's so much better than sitting in a hotel room, right?
Oh, wow. Oh, this is awesome. I had no idea.
Can you girls hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Lisa,
Oh,
how you doing?
I'm good, actually.
Kate, how about you?
Yeah, I'm good. I can't see any sharks, though.
All right, well, just be patient. We're going to add a little bit more chum to the water now.
Okay. Oh, wow. It kind of takes your breath away. How deep do you think it goes? I have no idea.
47 metres.
Right, well done. You were listening.
Yes.
You saw the title of the film and you knew. Now,
look at the fish. You're in the water.
This gives you a very good idea of the general standard of the dialogue in this film. I mean, they're in the cage without additional oxygen supplies. They just have the packs on their backs. They don't have any weaponry or tools. But they do have these very handy walkie-talkies in their mouthpieces, which allows them to talk to each other.
Normally.
And talk, and talk, and talk, and talk, and talk. All the way through the disaster that ensues, which is, of course, that the winch snaps and the cage plummets 47 metres down onto the ocean floor. Now, this is it's the kind of claustrophobic thriller in this. I mean, look, for me, the absolute apogee of this. And this is, 47 metres now down is never going to match a film like Gravity because just budget concerns alone. But when you're doing a film like this about that claustrophobic sense, you need to make the space itself visually exciting, and you need to have some kind of interior unfolding of character, things going on inside the character at the same time as they're fighting for survival in the physical space around them. If you think about The Shallows, the film with Blake Lively that came out, was that last summer? But again, involving sharks.
There's a film called Pressure.
Yes, right, exactly. So
great.
It's a concept that's been done before, but in The Shallows, you have, Blake Lively is battling a shark, but she's also getting over the death of her mother, and she's coming to terms with, where she wants to go next with her life. So there are different things happening in tandem. The problem with 47 Metres Down is it botches both of those jobs entirely. Because it's set underwater, it is an incredibly murky, grubby, grimy, confusing looking film. Visually it's very, very unappealing whenever it's underwater.
It's like a soiled swimming pool.
And it's like a very, I mean little kind of bits floating around, and not kind of attractive bits like there was
that chump.
There was a Chum, Edith.
Sorry, chum.
It's chum.
Chump, not like dog food.
That's pedigree chum.
There you go. Okay, right. Sorry.
Oh, I think
Getting
they
my
changed the name
dog
of
food
that
and
movie.
shark food mixed up.
Okay.
Do apologise.
But maybe from the same route. But there was like this kind of weird experimental documentary a while back called Leviathan, where cameras were kind of off the edge of a fishing boat being dragged through the water. And all these weird sort of sea creatures, weird tendrily star-shaped things like Lovecraftian beasts swirling around the place. And this film just doesn't go down that route at all. It's just murky and horrible to look at. The other thing is that the sisters, their relationship doesn't really develop beyond boring one deciding to be brave in the way that you're not going to spoil it, but you can kind of see where it's going. It also contains a twist ending that is one of the most shameful manoeuvres that I've seen done in a film like this before. Basically, the film wants to do something so it can stage it, but without actually doing it. And there's a moment where it reveals what has been going on that you just kind of slump down here and think, oh dear. And what's really interesting is that in this week, as we'll come to later, there's a film, The Wall, which starts with a very, very similar premise and does it right in a way that this film never does.